It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Minnesota Vikings. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They go play action. Now Mahomes. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Ken Walker, 26 yards. And the Seahawks will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Able to find play here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Handoff now. It's Gray with it. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quickly to Addison here. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Levis back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Joseph's got it. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they
try to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, this is Gray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this pass caught by Gray. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to find the absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They run again here with Gray. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Eric Gray, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Yellow. First down, Seahawks.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 62 yards. And the Seahawks are once again back in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
They'll run it now with Gray. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Meanwhile, Levis's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Levis. He finds his man, complete. It's Gray. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Levis is on the throw here, caught by Addison. The They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Now Gray. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Garrett Gray with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And oh, it's blocked. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Mahomes to throw on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Give to Walker on the read option. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 7. Out of the gun, give to Charbonnet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now. Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Gray. Sheds him off at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. They run the counter. Gray. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Second down, here's Charbonnet. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up the first down.
He'll get this to about the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And they'll get get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Yellow.
Mahomes takes it himself. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking.
And now the rookie's free. He's to the 15. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. They'll try to run this one in. 1 quarter remains in this NFC WildCard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Aaron Gray saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker.
27 yards.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Levis looking to throw.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Play action now. Levis.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Brandon Powell, 27 yards.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here's here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Mahomes going to change things up.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. His throw incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Oh, the return is Powell.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Levis. Looking for Gray, and he's got him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gray. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On third down, it's Gray. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved it to the left hash so they could line things up for them to kick the field goal.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Gray. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks 17-yard line.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Tension building. Here's Greg Joseph. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. And the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.